Recently, I was watching a money guru on YouTube speak about what he would do if he wanted financial stability in 2023. He had many interesting things to say, primarily that you should always have your money working for you. And I agree. Investments to help your money grow should be a part of everyone's financial plan. He said that people who focus on tightening their budget are going about personal finance all wrong. With that, I disagree. If you're a person who can increase your earning power to the point you can live off your investments, fantastic. However, if you're part of the rest of us who are barely numerate, budgeting can be a way to gain financial stability if you don't have the wherewithal that the millionaire class has. Not all of us will be able to identify opportunities in the stock market. If we could, there would be no issue of poverty. Everyone with a buck would be investing and earning. Only 1 in 3 Americans say they are financially secure. Additionally, Americans report that they need to earn $233,000 annually to achieve financial security. This statement about annual earning is clearly not the reality for most Americans. The median income in America is $71,000 annually. Clearly, Americans will not see an increase in annual wages of $162,000. That is not reality. It's not realistic to tell people that they must figure out how to make their money earn money. Most can't do that. What's the alternative? Frugal living. I argue that you don't need all the nice things the gentleman mentioned when reviewing his life of extraordinary wealth. If you can get to that point, you have all the money you need to have all the nice things you want, please do that. But for the rest of us, we most likely won't ever have that kind of income. So we have to find a way to do life differently. In fact, I find the more things are a burden. The more stuff you have, the more stuff you have to keep track of. Can you simplify your life and still be happy? Yes. You can find ways to overcome the burning desire you feel when you see your friend buying a new outfit. You can have a sparse closet with a capsule wardrobe that you accessorize so you look sophisticated and well put together. You can find ways to be with people you enjoy that don't involve pricey cocktails and fancy dinners. I've mentioned this repeatedly, that going for a walk in the park is free, and you'll have a better opportunity to relax and enjoy your loved one without the distraction of a menu and the interaction of a food server. I'm not saying never go out to eat or enjoy a meal with a loved one in a nice restaurant. I'm saying make it occasional and a real treat. What about driving a fancy car? Do you worry people will judge you because you drive an older model car? Some people will. But after a while, your car will be a unique conversation piece if you take care of it and keep it in good running order. For example, when having my oil changed recently, the young man asked me about the mileage on my 2002 Honda CR-V. I told him I had 80,000 miles on my car. Then I realized my car was likely older than the guy changing my oil. He smiled and said, "I have an awesome car." Imagine the credibility I'll get in 10 years from now when my car is 30 years old with 120,000 miles on it, or when it's 40 years old with 150,000 miles on it. My spouse said the car I have should be good to drive well over 250,000 miles if I take good care of it. At the rate I put miles on my car, it will take 54 years to get it to 250,000 miles. I'll be 115 years old. The downside to having an older car is that it probably is more polluting than a newer car. Hopefully, we'll have autonomous cars on demand in the coming years, and I can get rid of my car altogether. I really don't care for driving. People have all kinds of reasons why they're not financially secure. Low wages, inflation, rising interest rates, and more. They're not dealing with reality. I agree that all those economic factors are problematic, but the fact that those challenges exist won't change their predicament. If you're a person who is earning a low wage, you must do something different. You can find higher pay elsewhere, or increase your value in your current workplace and get a raise, or find side gigs to increase your earnings. And finally, figure out how to live below your means. Living below your means will increase your financial security and will spill over to other areas in your life. I've found that since I've started being mindful about how I spend money, I'm also mindful about how I eat, how I exercise, how I spend time with loved ones, and more. I get a real sense of pride when I exert control over my existence versus mindlessly going through the motions of life based on what others tell me is good. If you haven't started your frugal journey, here are a few steps to jumpstart your voyage. Understand your income and expenses. Download a free workbook on the internet. Start small, go on a 1-month financial diet, and commit to not buying anything. If it goes well, try it again. Eliminate takeout meals and restaurant foods. Download my free book, Few Buck Lunch, Cook Food, Save Money, if you're unsure how to start. Figure out which typical one-off trips in your car you take and figure out how to combine trips to save on gas. For example, do you normally go to the grocery store as a one-off trip? Try going after work on your way home. If you don't like the crowds, shop online and have your groceries waiting for you to pick them up. Several grocers offer this service in my area. Check to see if they can do this in your area as well. When you're planning on buying something, wait. Take a week to decide if you truly love and will use that item. You may not love it as much as you thought you did. Commit to never using your credit card again. Do everything you can to keep that commitment. Being debt-free will be the single most important thing you can do to increase your wealth. Finally, buy my book, Never Worry About Money Again. Gain financial freedom by becoming better at managing the money you have.